Hi folks, so in this video what we're going to be doing is covering a question here based on the topic of the ellipse, and specifically this question here which comes from the Understanding Technical Graphics textbook. It's one of the old textbooks from the old course, but the question still applies to what we have to learn here today. So in this question what we're going to be doing is we're going to be constructing this kind of elliptical logo or elliptical question here based on kind of a fish design. And primarily we're going to be focused on completing a tangent here, which is the line AB, which is the principle that we're going to be learning. So at this point you would have already learned the concentric circle method of how to draw an ellipse. So it says here, the figure below shows the design based on a fish. The curve is based on an ellipse with a major axis of 140 millimeters and a minor axis of 90. So you can see the long part of the ellipse. You can see our elliptical shape here. The long part is 140 and the short part of the ellipse is 90. And what we're going to do is we're going to draw an ellipse with those measurements. It says here, F is one of the focal points of the curve. Okay, the line AB is a tangent to the ellipse at point A. And then it says, draw the given figure showing all construction lines. So starting off, we're going to focus on doing the ellipse. Now, when we're doing an ellipse, we always need to note what is our major axis and our minor. So our major, image A, is 140 long. Therefore, our radius will be 70 for the major circle. Our minor circle, or our minor axis, is going from here down to here, which is 90. Therefore, my radius for the minor circle is going to be 45. So that's what I'm going to start off by doing. So, on my page, I'll zoom out there a little bit more. So on my page, I'm going to start off by doing a line like this, construction line, and then roughly through the middle, does have to be exactly through the middle, I'm going to do a line up and down. Now, on those two lines, I'm going to measure 70 millimeters on the major axis, and on the line going vertical from the center point, I'm going to measure down 45. Okay, and using my compass now, I'm going to put in my major circle and my minor circle. So, for my major circle, from where the two lines intersect one another, radius of 70. Okay, there's my major circle, and now my minor, radius 45. Okay, now that I've done that, what I need to do is I need to locate a series of points on my ellipse. Technically, this will be one point at either end of the major axis, and at either end of the minor axis I would also have 2 points. So I've got 4, I need to find a series of other points. So the method we're going to do here is, I often call it the clock method. We're going to split it up into 30, 60 degrees and locate some further points. So 30 degrees through the middle, 60 degrees, 30 degrees again, and then we're going to go 60 degrees, and then 60 degrees the opposite way. Now, method here at this point is note the direction of your axis. In this case, I'm just going to write it up here. My major axis is going left to right, and my minor axis is going up and down. And the method is, wherever one of our division lines, let's just take this one over here, which would be in the 10 o'clock position if we were thinking of a clock, where that division line cuts the minor circle, I'm going to go parallel to the major axis. That means I can either go left or go right. Okay, so in this case, for this one, I'm going to go parallel to the major axis, which is going horizontal. I'm going to go left in this case, and where the same division line cuts the major circle, okay, I'm going to go parallel to the minor axis, which is going up and down. So from here, I'm going to go down. And where the two lines cross each other or intersect, gives me another point in my ellipse. And all I do is I repeat that sequence for every division line as I go along it. Now you can get a bit quicker, so watch here. Anywhere it cuts the minor circle, I'm going to go either left or right. I often put these in one go and have them done. Come up here, left and right, and from this one as well, I'm just going to go right. So all those, I went left and right, and then wherever it cuts the major circle, I'm going to go up or down. So from the bottom half, I'm going to go up, 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 and from the top half, down, down, and down. And what that is going to help me do is simply locate points on my elliptical curve. So now that I've found all those points on the elliptical curve, all I'm going to do now is sketch in my ellipse. I'm not going to heavy anything in yet. Take your time with the sketching. You want to make sure that all the points, or your curve, goes through all the points. And up here, students often have a habit of going high and then coming back down, so you want to keep it, there you go, into that point. I'm going to continue this around. Don't be afraid to move around your table as you need to. Complete the curve. So there's the top half of the ellipse, same sequence then for the bottom half. So through every point, each point should guide you. And then from this one into there. And continue on then the last quarter. Now you'll see here, it's a little bit hatchy, but I'm just doing this very lightly because I will be going over it again. Okay, and there is my elliptical curve. Now, what we have to do, we've got our ellipse. What we have to do is we're going to have to get in the mouth, and we're going to have to do the tangent next. So, to do the tangent, this is what we're going to do. So we can see here, the tangent starts at point A, but that is directly above the focus point here. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to find the focus and then do a vertical line up to find A, which is where our tangent is going to start. So how do I find the focus? So the method to finding the focus is you're going to get half the distance of the major axis, so half the major, which is essentially the radius of the large circle. I'm going to take that distance there, and then I can either go to the top of the minor circle or the bottom. I'm going to go to the bottom, and I'm going to swing an arc to cut the major axis. Okay, so I could do that from the top as well, and it would actually give me the exact same result, you'll see. I don't have to do it twice, but this is me just showing you. Okay, now technically, this point here, they're saying it's F. I'm actually going to call it F1. And this point here is F2. So they are called my focal points. Okay, so how you find the focal points is you take half the major axis and you go to the top or bottom of your minor and you swing an arc to cut the major axis. That's how you find the focal points. Now, to find A is directly above F. So once I have F1, technically, that point there is point A. So I'm going to label it A on the outside. Now, the method to find a tangent, okay, the method for finding a tangent is, what you're going to do is you're going to connect F1 to A. What I often do here then is I extend it on, and I'm also going to do the exact same thing with F2. F2 to A, but extend it on. Now, what we have here is two lines, and essentially they're creating four angles. Okay, this angle here, this angle, this angle, and this angle. Now, which one of those will give me a line that's going to look like this and give me the fin of the fish, which is actually in line with the major axis then. So I'm going to extend up my minor axis. So the line is going to go up here like this to get the fin. So which angle do I need to bisect to get that tangent? Okay, as I said, I've got four of them. I can bisect two of them to give me the result. So I can bisect, if I bisected this one, it will give me a line going like that. If I bisected this one, it will give me a line in here. But if I bisect this angle, it will give me a line that I require. So, if my compass is on A, I'm going to bisect that angle. So, swing an arc to cut the vertical line. And using these 2 points then, I'm going to swing an arc into the gap in here. And one there. And what you'll see then is, right here at this point, if I connect that to A, just extend it on, and there we go. I have now found the fin of the fish. Okay, but more importantly, I have actually found the tangent. So there is the top of the fish. I have now called, that is called point B as per my page. Okay, I have now found point B. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to fill in some of the details then. Okay, so we're going to get the eyeball in a second. So for the mouth, all I'm going to do is from this point, I'm going to do a line up 10, a measurement down 10, and another one up 10 as well. And we're going to get in the eyeball and the mouth. So from the side here, I'm just going to use the number 13 to mark it up and down. So from the 13, from the major axis line, I'm going to mark up 10 and another 10. And I'm also going to mark down 10. So with that, that is going to help me locate Excuse me, that is going to help me locate where the mouth's open. So with that 10 measurement down, I've done a measurement down, done a line across. I've now located a point here. I'm going to do the exact same with this one. Located a point here. And then I'm also going to put this one in as well. This will help me locate. That one actually needs to come in a little bit further because that will help me locate where the eye starts. So first of all, do the mouth. That point there where the line went in and connected with the curve, the elliptical curve, that is going to be the bottom opening and the top opening, like that. I'm now going to sketch in this portion of the curve. So this is where I was saying a while ago that I would go back over it. There we go. And now I need to create the eyeball. So to get the eyeball, where these two 10 measurements, where I went up 10 and up 10, now we're above F, they come across, that'll give me the vertical line there. Okay, and then from this point here, that simply connects up to here. Like that. I'm going to heavy in this portion from there to there, and from there to there. Okay, so now that I've got the eye, I'm going to continue this around and I'm going to get the tail portion over here now. So to get the tail, what I'm going to do, if we come to the drawing again, I need to measure out from the edge of the ellipse. I'm going to measure out 10 millimeters to get this point here. And then from here, it's out another 15. So you can see the measurements down here, out 10 and out 15. And then from here, up 25, down 25. And these 2 points then connect to the center point of the major and minor circle. So from the side of the ellipse, I'm going to measure out 10 plus another 15. And from that line there, I'm going to do a line, or a point there, I'm going to do a line up and down. And I'm going to measure from the 20 up 25. So from 20, that'll be to 22.5 for me. And then down 25, 10, 20, 25. So these two marks here, very easy. Connect this one into the center. Connect this one into the center. Okay. And simply connect it here and here. And once again, just a case of heavying in what's important. So at this point, if you want to speed up the video, just bring you to the solution at the end and you can see what it looks like. So there's the tail, and now all I'm going to do is heavy in my curve. Try and do it in one continuous path if you can. So there's the top portion. Now we're going to work on to the bottom. See there, a little bit of an error there. Just be careful with your lines. Okay, and there you have it, folks. Okay, that there is the question here based on the fish, where we completed the ellipse using the concentric circles method, and then we got the tangent by finding our two focal points and bisecting the appropriate angle. Okay, I hope you found it helpful, guys. That's the question done. Okay.